name's Anuka. I'm in the Faculty of Science and I'm a third-year kin student.
I'm Jen from Arts and Science Level 2. And I'm Katie from Arts and Science Level 2.
Hi, my name is Dan Saruji. I'm in third year kinesiology.
Hey, my name is Salar, and Salar Nimin, and I'm in economics, social science.
And what year are you?
First year.
Okay. Hi, I'm Raphael Kalafel. I'm in third year kinesiology.
So my name is Janae Simpson. I'm in third year honors life science.
Hey, my name is Serene Sheikh. I'm in second year commerce.
What do you know about autism?
Well, I took an abnormal psych course, so whatever I learned from that. And autism is also really very prevalent in our society, so there's always knowledge coming from the media. So it's a very, I'd say an intermediate one. I think I know more than the average person.
This is a learning disorder.
I know it affects a lot of children, especially children from parents who've birthed children later in life. Basically, there's physical and mental issues that arise from it.
Well, I've been working as a junior therapist, IBI, for about 2.5 years, and I worked with an autistic kid, and he has a lot of weaknesses. For example, gross motor skills. He cannot communicate well too.
I really knew about autism by taking abnormal psych. I think it's mainly in small children, and it happens in parents that are mainly outside of North America, if I remember. And there's many different types of autism, and that's pretty much what I know. Yeah.
What do I know about autism? I know that it's common. It's a common disorder.
I know that it's a developmental disorder and it affects the daily activities of an individual's life.
I'm going to say it has to do with genetics. So it's obviously a biological disorder. And yeah, some of the symptoms would be learning disorders, different appearance, I would say.
So we use this thing called IBI therapy, which is strict, you could say, curriculum that we impose on him, and depending on his weaknesses and strength, we do that. We make that curriculum and practice it on him. So yeah, it's a very common thing now, and there's a lot of awareness for it. So yeah.
Sheldon Cooper, I believe, has autism because he's so anal about things, and he's very to himself, and he doesn't like to share things, so he's very me focused.
What is the purpose or objective of vaccines?
To basically protect people from diseases.
Well, I think for that, I'm definitely average. I know what the media gives me, I know the purpose of it as well as what's been introduced to me through school, but I haven't researched it myself.
Just to prevent the disease.
Well, a vaccine, to my knowledge, is something that gives you some sort of advanced warning, I guess, or to your body's systems. Gives you that slight introduction of, say, a disease or something that may come in the future, to build that response ahead of time, so that when it does arise, you can fight it off.
Well, I know that vaccines are used to, protect people from getting diseases and getting sick, so the vaccines are pretty important.
Not a lot. I don't know not a lot about vaccines, but I do know you have to get vaccines every year depending on your requirements of your health.
In relation to autism, only a small percent work, if I remember. And usually it's to get rid of a disease or some kind of abnormality. So
yeah, I would say just again to prevent the disease.
Also, I go to abroad a lot too, so you need vaccine for that depending on hepatitis and all that stuff. So yeah, when you go abroad or underdeveloped countries, I know that you need to get vaccines and stuff, but not a lot though.
So just to give you a little bit of background information, there was actually an article released by Andrew Wakefield, who is a prominent and well-renowned physician in the UK, that proposed that there was a link between vaccines and autism. He suggested that vaccines actually cause autism. These vaccines would cause something known as leaky gut, and that would cause proteins to be absorbed through the blood-brain barrier, and it would cause neurological symptoms that would almost induce autism. His entire article lacked scientific evidence, and what happened was it was actually retracted, so it was removed from the journal database. So now that you have this information, if vaccines right now cause autism in a very small percentage of the population, do you still believe vaccines should be administered?
I believe they do. I mean, the pros are definitely outweighing the cons at this point in life. However, the more vaccines we administer, do we know the full long-term effects? I mean, do we create new vaccines every year and administer those without knowing the full lifetime effects? I mean, we may know 10, 15 years, however, what happens when we're 80, 90, and what happens to our reproduction capabilities later on in life, especially for females or males.
Absolutely, because there's, even though there is a link between vaccines and autism, that link has never been established, for me.
I do believe that because it's giving you bacteria just so your body can learn how to fight it off and create those antibodies, which is what you need. That's what, if you get the disease, then you basically have to do to get over it. So instead of getting it in a large amount.
For measles, I would use vaccines because they are fatal. That is why. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not sure. I have to learn more about it first, and the effects of the vaccine, side effects, because those are important too.
Yes, they should be used, definitely, because since it's a very small amount, although there is a little risk, it's still for the greater good, so yeah, definitely vaccines should be used.
Yeah, for sure, because you have to worry, I believe in that, you should be worried about the greater amount of people rather than a small amount of people. So, if it helps a whole lot of population, then why not? And if it's a small amount, you shouldn't really worry about it that much. But, yeah.
I would say if it's proven for sure that it causes autism, that you shouldn't get the vaccine. But if it's something still controversial and still up in the air, I don't think that should stop people from getting vaccines.
In the past, the difference is enormous. So even if vaccines did cause autism, the risk-reward factor there is so large that it should be no question in anyone's mind. You should definitely use vaccines.
All right, and last question. Do you believe that vaccines can cause autism?
I don't have the research in front of me. I haven't been able to take a look at it. I'm not sure exactly what the claims are, so at this point I don't believe they cause autism. However, if they were to cause autism, there would have to be a certain level of proof. And theories are always theories, and you can never really prove a theory, but you can always back up the theory with as much information as possible. So until that information is made possible or available to individuals such as myself, then my reasoning is vaccines don't cause autism.
Not that I heard, but it's a new thing, right? You just told me right now, so I don't think so, but I think there has to be a whole lot of research to be done on this thing. So yeah.
Yes, because it has been shown, a very small percentage of vaccines do cause autism. So because of that, since there is a small percentage, I guess it would cause autism.
All right.
No. That's my belief, no.
So I'd say, I wouldn't take that article at face value as scientific proof that there is, especially since autism is such a well-studied disease. I would think that is not proof for it, so no.
No?
Probably not.